Ladies and gentlemen, the world is full of opinions, trends, and popular paths that most people are quick to follow. But let me tell you, if you want a life of significance, if you're after real change, you'll have to learn the art of walking away from the majority. The majority is comfortable, predictable, and often satisfied with mediocrity. Following the crowd feels safe because it requires little risk. Everyone around you is doing the same. But the result is often a life of average outcomes, settling for good enough getting by, or letting dreams fade. The crowd isn't seeking greatness, they're just going with the flow, meeting society's expectations, staying within the limits of what they're familiar with. When you're with the crowd, there's no need to push boundaries, challenge assumptions, or create something new. The majority loves routine and predictability, and while that may provide security, it rarely leads to fulfillment. To achieve true success, you must be willing to go beyond what's familiar. It takes courage to step away from the crowd because it can feel isolating, even uncomfortable. But stepping away gives you the freedom to explore your potential, to challenge yourself beyond the limits set by society or those around you. When you walk a path of your own, you're no longer defined by what others expect. You begin to define success on your own terms. You start setting goals that reflect your dreams, and you're driven not by what's acceptable to others, but by what's meaningful to you. Walking your own path allows you to create, to innovate, and to set new standards. You're not limited by conventional expectations because you're willing to pursue something unique. The journey may not be as predictable, but it leads to experiences, insights, and accomplishments that the crowd may never understand. Pursuing your own path means committing to growth, to challenging yourself in ways that others might shy away from. You'll discover strengths you didn't know you had and develop resilience that can't be cultivated in the comfort of the crowd. While the majority might avoid obstacles, walking your own path means embracing them. You see challenges not as reasons to stop, but as opportunities to grow. Instead of letting fear or doubt hold you back, you become fueled by the idea of discovering what's possible. This pursuit of your own path, while it may seem lonely at times, is where you'll find a deeper sense of purpose. You'll meet others who, like you, chose a different direction, people who are equally driven and committed to making a difference. True success isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out. It's about having the courage to walk your own road, to create a life that's true to your values and aspirations. Following the crowd might keep you safe, but it won't fulfill you. The path to greatness, the path to lasting impact, is one that few travel. It's reserved for those willing to venture out, to risk being different, and to embrace the possibility of achieving something extraordinary. Every day we're surrounded by opinions, beliefs, and attitudes that can either elevate us or hold us back. When you walk with the crowd, you're often exposed to influences that reinforce mediocrity. The majority can normalize habits like complacency, procrastination, and limiting beliefs, creating an environment where aiming high can seem unnecessary or even foolish. If the people around you don't have dreams, it's easy to start believing that dreaming is impractical. And if they don't set goals, you might start thinking that goals are optional. To rise above average results, you need to consciously seek out people who inspire you to be better, who push you to think bigger and challenge you to grow. Choose to be around those who have walked their own path successfully, who aren't afraid to go against the grain, and who see potential where others see limitations. When you're surrounded by people who strive for excellence, that standard becomes part of your mindset. These influences become your support system, encouraging you when times are tough and reminding you of your purpose. In contrast, the crowd's influences may try to sway you toward comfort, shortcuts, or safety. They may not understand why you're willing to work harder, take risks, or pursue a different direction. Their doubts and criticisms can weigh you down if you're not careful, filling your mind with noise that makes it harder to stay focused on your vision. But when you consciously choose your influences, you set yourself up to stay motivated and resilient. You create a foundation for success that isn't shaken by fleeting opinions or temporary setbacks. Choosing the right influences also means consuming content that aligns with your goals. Read books, watch videos, and listen to ideas that feed your growth and align with your values. Seek wisdom from those who have achieved what you aspire to achieve. Surround yourself, whether in person or through the content you consume, with people who represent where you want to go. That way, even if your path is different from the majority's, you'll always have guidance that keeps you moving forward. The comfort zone is where the majority stay because it feels safe, predictable, and easy. It's where routines are seldom questioned, challenges are avoided, and risks are minimized. The comfort zone gives a false sense of security because while it may shield you from immediate discomfort, it also keeps you from reaching your potential. The problem with staying in this space is that nothing new happens here. Progress stalls, dreams fade, and life becomes a series of repeated days without true growth or fulfillment. Stepping out of your comfort zone is often uncomfortable, but that discomfort is where real growth occurs. Think of it as a workout for your mind and spirit. Just as muscles only grow when challenged with resistance, your skills, abilities, and resilience only grow when you face new challenges. Each step outside of what feels comfortable is a step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. You begin to tap into strengths, discover talents, and build courage you didn't even know you had. You start to see challenges not as obstacles, but as necessary steps that reveal what you're capable of. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy and predictable. It happens when you push yourself into unknown territory, where there's risk and uncertainty. This is where you learn, adapt, and develop the qualities needed for success. When you leave the comfort zone, you're willing to embrace mistakes as part of the process, to stumble, get back up, and try again. This willingness to face discomfort builds confidence that can't be gained from staying where it's safe. Leaving the comfort zone also means preparing yourself to handle whatever life throws at you. The challenges you face outside of it build resilience, teaching you how to stay focused under pressure and bounce back from setbacks. Over time, you'll find that what once seemed intimidating becomes second nature. Your comfort zone expands, allowing you to accomplish things you once thought were out of reach. By consistently stepping out, you prepare yourself for opportunities that most people sitting comfortably in their routines may never see. When you choose a path that's different from the majority's, people often don't understand. They might question your decisions, doubt your potential, or even discourage you, not out of malice, but simply because your journey doesn't match their expectations. People naturally fear what they don't understand, and if your choices are bold and your goals ambitious, that can make others feel uncomfortable. This is a test, one that will reveal how deeply committed you are to your vision. If you listen too closely to these doubts, they can seep into your mindset, causing you to second-guess yourself or lose momentum. It's all too easy to let the voices of others distract you from what truly matters to you. But staying focused means keeping your eye on the bigger picture, remaining steadfast in the face of external noise. It's about grounding yourself in why you started this journey in the first place. You're not here to live someone else's life or to meet someone else's standards. You're here to fulfill your potential, pursue your dreams, and create a life that feels meaningful to you. When people don't understand your journey, it's because they haven't seen the vision you carry inside. They haven't experienced the dreams, the goals, and the drive that push you forward. So instead of seeking approval from the crowd, seek alignment with your vision. Let your progress be your response. Show them through your actions and achievements that what might seem unconventional or even impossible to them is entirely achievable for you. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or shutting out feedback that's genuinely constructive. It means being discerning, knowing whose opinions truly matter, and staying focused on the path that feels right for you. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments when you may feel tempted to follow the crowd just to feel understood. But staying true to your vision will guide you to a place of fulfillment that the crowd may never reach. And in time, as your results speak for themselves, those same people who questioned you may start to admire the courage it took to walk your own path. In a world full of instant gratification, where quick rewards are so easily accessible, it's tempting to focus on what feels good now, rather than what will bring lasting satisfaction. The crowd often chases immediate pleasure, things that offer temporary excitement but leave little impact over time. They're drawn to easy wins and quick fixes, satisfied with the short-lived feeling of achievement, even if it doesn't align with a meaningful goal. But real success doesn't come from chasing fleeting rewards, it comes from investing in things that build real value over time. Walking away from these distractions requires discipline and a clear sense of purpose. When you choose long-term goals over short-term pleasure, you're deciding to sacrifice the immediate for something far greater. This might mean saying no to a night out to focus on your work, choosing to save money instead of spending it on something non-essential, or dedicating your time to learning and growth instead of easy entertainment. Each of these choices builds a foundation for a future you can be proud of, one that brings rewards the crowd may never experience. The discipline to resist distractions isn't easy, especially when everyone around you seems to be following them. But by staying committed to your larger goals, you're strengthening your focus, resilience, and patience. You're building habits that compound over time, creating results that are enduring rather than momentary. While the crowd might chase quick rewards that fade, you're accumulating something far more valuable: knowledge, skills, and character that will last a lifetime. When you prioritize long-term value, you're also aligning yourself with a purpose that sustains you through challenges. Short-term gains might satisfy in the moment, but they don't provide the fuel you need to keep going when things get tough. Long-term value, however, gives you a reason to persevere, a vision that keeps you motivated and moving forward. As you walk away from the distractions and pleasures that occupy the majority, you're preparing yourself to achieve something the crowd can't. And when the rewards finally come, they're not just enjoyable, they're truly fulfilling, representing the hard work, commitment, and focus you've invested over time. When you step away from what everyone else is doing, you open yourself up to a life that's rich in meaning and purpose. The majority often follows the path of least resistance, choosing what's easy, familiar, or socially accepted. But fulfillment doesn't come from blending in or doing what's expected. It comes from living a life that reflects who you truly are and what you genuinely care about. It's about following your own passions, setting your own standards, and crafting a vision that resonates with your soul. Walking a unique path means embracing your individuality and honoring what makes you different. Instead of trying to fit into molds set by others, you create a life that aligns with your values, dreams, and aspirations. This journey may not always be easy, and there will be times when you question whether the struggle is worth it. But with each step, you're building a legacy, shaping a story that's distinctively yours, a story that, in the end, brings deep personal satisfaction. Choosing your unique path also allows you to make a meaningful impact. While the majority might contribute in predictable ways, by following your own direction, you have the chance to bring something new and valuable to the world. Your journey can inspire others who feel out of place or unfulfilled in conventional paths, showing them that it's possible to pursue a life that's both authentic and successful. Your unique path not only enriches your own life, but also has the potential to uplift others, encouraging them to embrace their individuality. And ultimately, the fulfillment that comes from walking your own path is something the crowd may never experience. When you stay true to your vision, you live each day with a sense of purpose and alignment that can't be found by merely going along with everyone else. Instead of wondering what if or living with regrets, you'll look back and know that you chose courage over conformity, passion over predictability. In this, you find a deeper sense of accomplishment, a life not only lived but truly loved.